In Search of Soil.
And to set some terminology straight here, because I know this is where a lot of people get confused. EM, what is it?
So EM technically stands for efficient microbes. That's the proper translation from Japanese. In Japanese, it's yuyo bisebutsu, which basically means efficient microorganisms. When it was translated, when Dr. Higa's book was translated, it was mistranslated to be effective microbes or microorganisms. It's a small nuance, but efficient versus effective is it's different. So yeah, efficient microbes is basically this concept of having cultures or using cultures that have three main groups: the phototrophic bacteria, the yeast, and the lactic acid bacteria. Doesn't have only those groups, but those are kind of the three main groups. And that's really the concept. I mean, Dr. Higa came up with that concept. He actually started in the 70s working on it, and he figured out and had kind of the first EM culture in like 81, and started testing that in soils. So yeah, EM is efficient microbes, and it's mainly a consortia culture of those groups, but not only those groups. Now, I would also say that there's an organization started by some of Dr. Higa's students, a company based in Okinawa called EM Research Organization, and they have since trademarked EM and EM1 as brands. So our company, SCD Probiotics, we don't use EM terminology really anymore. I mean, for me, mentally, it's still kind of this concept rather than a specific brand and product from a specific company. But yeah, that's so now EM is more like a brand from a specific company. And yeah, that's sort of the origin of EM terminology.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out some of the great clips and watch the full interviews right here on In Search of Soil.